And from here, as third person character, I'll have to look for this particular variable which is there inside the third person character blueprint. So I'll say get is sprinting. There it is. And once that's there, I'll get this sprinting and I'll set it here. So that completes cycle. Very similar. And then again, I'll connect this. So now whatever state this is sprinting is going to be the state of the local variable for the animation blueprint, like that, right? So now when I hit compile, it's still going to show me that error, or it's still going to show me those warnings because we haven't set anything up. Now again, for walk run to sprinting, we're going to check whether is sprinting, like that, equals. If it's equals true, then go ahead and enter the transition. And now if I hit compile, you should see one of this go away. This one, I believe walk run to sprinting will go away. If I hit compile, you should be left with sprinting to walk run. Great. Now go back to the walk run anim graph, and now we can double click on this, and this is what this is. That's the result node. We do the same thing. Instead, we will do it the other way around. So once we get that, we'll check equal to, and we'll just check for whether it's false or not. And it's right. It's perfect in the straight line. And when I hit compile, all the warnings are gone. So now I can compile that, save that, and everything else is set up, I believe. I think I should just, if I click on this, not here, but if I go over to my blend space, and I'll also set up the interpolation time to 1. I believe this is 1 and 1. Or maybe I'll just keep it at 0, and if we need to, I'll do that. I'll just hit save. Now I'm gonna hit play, and I'll just move around normally. And now when I hit Alt, you can see that the weapon disappears, even though he's got it. And now you can see that. And if I hit run, and the weapon disappears, actually he is holding it sideways. That's why I can't see it, right? And if I do that, and if I run, I can't see the weapon, but it's there. He's just running, okay? And there you go. I'm running, and then I release it, and then he comes back. So I think I'll just go over to the blend space, and I'll make the interpolation time to 1, okay? And it says, if you hover over this, it says interpolation time for input. When it gets the input, it will use this time to interpolate the target, which is used for smoother interpolation. So interpolation, when it's 0, it means that it's not interpolating at all. So this would be making it for a smoother interpolation. So when I hit 1 again, and I go over to my other blend space, that is the crouch, and I'll also make this 1 and 1, so the interpolation is a lot smoother, okay? And when I hit play, and now when I hit Alt, and so the interpolation is a lot more smoother than what it was, okay? And if I hit crouch, and if I release the shift key, okay, that's also going to work. Now if I move, and if I hit Alt, it's not going to work. So if I do that, and there you go, it's running, and it's awesome. And of course I can shoot like that. I can crouch, I can shoot if I want to, and then of course I can run. And if I get off my movement key, it's going to stop, right? And it's going to come back to your idle state because there's no velocity there. So this is at max speed of 600, okay? And then this is the max speed of 1000. So from 600 to 1000, it goes in there, and I'm having a good time. That's awesome. So this is what the sprinting is all about. So now we have all the 3 okay, something went wrong. I don't know what that is. It says access none, trying to read property set should regenerate and paint volume. What did it read as? Cast to third person character. If you look at character variables, weapons, current weapon, and attributes, health and armor should regenerate. what exactly is the problem. So if I go back to my message log and it says access execute, I think this is not valid. This thing is not valid. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click and I'm going to say convert to impure cast. Okay. And then this would be something like is in volume. I think this should first connect here. Okay. And this whole thing should move towards the right like that. Okay. And I think this should move up first. And this guy should first is in volume, should be false. I think this guy should move there with this, or maybe I think that's okay. This should be connected. So now I think you'll not have any issues. So if I play now, I get hurt, and if I hit escape, I do not think that should be an issue. That the reason being it was a pure cast, so which means it wasn't checking whether it's valid or not. If it's not valid, it should not do anything, but if it's valid, then it should do something. So impure cast, a pure cast was not checking at all, and it was trying to go ahead with that particular variable, which means that it wasn't present. So now if I go through this, and if I let's say if I go through this, and if I just hit escape right now, nothing is going to happen. So it's all fine, right? So we fixed that, which is good. So we have the pane volume, we can get rid of this. And so we have all the three animations, set of animations, the crouch, the sprint, and the walk run, and the idle, everything set up. That's awesome. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.